I thought it might be the game feature of XSplit causing the crashing, because it doesn't go up on the memory until I start XSplit.
Sorry, can't let you through without authorization. Look, I don't know what that's supposed to be, but it's not.
All right, lads, D.I. Shelley, they're with me. Do us both a favour and don't go flashing that letter around out here. The boys on the cordons haven't been briefed. As far as they're concerned, this is all just heightened awareness after the terrorist attack in Tokyo. But I don't deal with the bureaucracy. I deal with the truth about the secret London, about the Templars. I'd say, I hope you know what you're getting yourself into. But you have no idea. Even I only get as involved as I have to, for the sake of us little people. You've seen it on the news. The Tokyo incident. That's what happens when your new crowd lets things get out of hand. Not here. Not on my watch. That's the deal. That's always been the deal. You'll be safe inside Eldwick. Go see one of the prophets prophesying up the road by the tube station. They'll fill you in on the kind of crazy you've got ahead of you. Best be prepared. My sincerest condolences.
Okay. It's liking to crash a lot in this area. I'm guessing it uses a lot of memory. Now that we know what we're doing, stuff should be faster. Not in there, it's past there. I went in there by accident before. Talk to him.
Ladies and gentlemen, the sky is falling.
So late to start recycling, to go to raves to save the gorillas, to catch out those Anansi sheds. There's a storm coming. Mondo storm. Paint your glass houses shut.
You don't have to take his word for it. This is a warning from the sun. It says it's old, and tired, and scared of death. It says you've lived as young gods for too long. Spoiled children who only need to wish for something, and it'll come true. Well, those days are gone now, and won't be here again. Sorry! I'll show you how it all goes down, through the medium of unreliable narration. A vision of the future. This could be your lucky day. Tomorrow and all the ones after, not so much. It's a hot, wet day. You ever notice how the apocalypse always comes on a wet day? There's the smell of warm air and stale piss. The atmosphere is electric. I mean, actually electric. Sparking off the tracks, lifting and snapping your hair. A voice over the speakers that you don't hear. You itch. The black signal sounds. Lights out.
Well, I've only crashed it once so far this time. It's before I changed the settings.
Show everything. From the park to Arachi Tower.
SDF quarantine. Good news for Tokyo, bad news for us.
I thought the dragon thrived on chaos.
Someone once told me the Illuminati had all the answers.
They're saying a bomb. It's never just a bomb.
Something worse.
So
Something that brought the filth with it.
So we fight. That's what us Templars do.
I enjoy a good fight, it's just these trousers are bloody velvet.
Sarah! Thank Gaia! Are you okay? How are you feeling? If Zuberi was here, he'd tell us this is the worst time to argue.
Well, he's not. He's down there somewhere.
Sarah got her
Sarah,
gun.
get your gun. Open the gate!
Just get in! I'm trying! It's inside the electric somehow! The bill... No! Oh my God.
Fence.
Watch out!
Nice shooting!
How many have they got in there?
It's gone viral so fast. If this gets out into Tokyo...
It doesn't. We stop it here, whatever it takes.
Shouldn't we consult the Council of Venice first? Abandon all hope, ye you enter here.
Thanks for the encouragement, Alex.
Let's do this. Take it like all the other occult disasters, right?
We really have to stop meeting like this.
Okay.
Don't let it get on you. Don't even breathe in.
It's reacting to us. It knows we're coming.
New plan. Fight chaos with chaos. Keep the bastards at a distance, then take them out.
That's your plan?
Well, it's a plan.
You've got points, Sarah. Make every shot count.
Incoming!
Deals damage to enemies in a cone in front of you and snares them. So you have to run up to them to snare them. And then you have to run out of range.
We're gonna need to use some heavier powers. Don't hold back, right?
I was pacing myself.
Listen, Sarah. You have to find Zuberi. We'll hold them here. Make a stand. I can murder a strawberry smoothie.
She can murder a strawberry smoothie.
Cavalry has arrived. Even where the filth corrupts, Gaia's power endures. Take it into yourself. Breathe it out. Will this broken body mended?
Okay, gotta heal him.
Over here.
Good. But even Gaia will be tested by what is to come.
Making a stand wasn't working out.
Yeah, about that. This ain't looking much better, to be honest. Now is not the time for argument.
Told you he would say that.
We must reach the next platform. Well done!
The gate's opening!
I think that's bad news. Yep, bad news.
They're not stopping!
And they will not stop. This is all to hold us back. Top marks for effort. Someone has to push through. This confusion may be all the time we have.
Someone? Go! Go!
Look out! It's all coming down!
Roof caved in behind me. Thought it caved in front of me, but I guess not. This is this cool area here. Well, it seems I figured out why I was crashing.
Like you've just seen the end of the cosmos, mate. I know the feeling. We're on the edge of it, and it's time to play your part, seen? Me and you, we're blood now, yeah? Templars for the win and that. Never mind. Looks like you've got some training to do before you're ready for your first kill. You want to do what your letter says. Go speak with Sonak at the Templars gaff. It's not far, you can't miss it. Honest, it's unmissable.
Okay. Mission complete. Go up here. Yep. Is that a honeycomb? I missed that one the first time. Huh. That looks much better with the X11. And the new crashing thing is nice. So hopefully it's coming through the way I want it to in screen region mode. Guess we'll see when I play back the video. What's that? Woman's leg wearing shoes. It's a little bit dark.
Come in. Come in. I'm very pleased you can follow directions on the back of a card. It is the basis for us getting along famously. Of course, with an establishment like this, we're practically in the yellow pages under Crusaders. Richard Sonak. So, you heeded our call to arms. You have questions, I can furnish you with answers. Some answers. To begin with, you haven't strayed into some atrocious Dan Brown airport paperback. We are not the Knights Templar. That particular appellation went out in the 1300s along with page boy haircuts and burnings at the stake. No, we run a 21st century, well, let's say a forward-facing organization, but one with its strength in ancient bonds of tradition, in loyalty, in blood, and, to be perfectly frank, in a sizable private army. Our firm guidance is needed to save the world from itself. We have kept the matters of squabbling secret societies and loathsome dimensions discreet, until the shadows began to peel back across the globe, until these darkest of days came upon us. Now the evidence is on television, for pity's sake. We are at war. Might will make right, and it will fall upon us to judge the correct application of might. It falls upon you as a soldier of the Templars. Show me that you have the will, and we can teach you the way. Your remarkable powers can be honed and controlled, at least to less disastrous effect on property values. There is a private training area which we have reinforced for just that purpose. I'll join you presently. Come in, come in. I do live for these little tete-a-tetes. You should know that I am internally busy, but for my sins, I prefer a more civilized mode of correspondence than rsonic@thetemplars.org. So while my time is limited, my door will always be cautiously ajar. Your smooth transition into the Templars is among my top priorities. Certainly in the upper percentile. Should you be unsure of the correct conduct in any situation, come to me in the first instance. We can speak in confidence and largely without judgment. I will take pains to understand. I accepted this position because I saw a new way for the Templars to achieve our old potential. Ours is an organization with no shortage of history. Some might say too much history. But you are our future. Don't squander it. You're quite safe here in London. The old girl is a marvel of arcane geometry, thoroughly warded for your protection and by degrees for ours. Londoners are of special mindset, oblivious to practically any outrage beyond raised congestion charges. Thus, over time, it has become the de facto capital of the secret world. All our I wouldn't go so far as to say welcome, but permitted. Be assured that none would dare challenge our authority, not here where Temple Hall casts a long shadow. Personally, I frown on architectural bullying, but if one absolutely must throw one's weight around, it pays to erect a cathedral too. Regardless, we Templars should be seen to uphold the truce, so it is vital that you do not cause a scene in public. If you are truly champing at the bit to rough up your rivals, I'm sure Dame Julia could use you. The more unsavory elements about town might also run some form of fight club. Naturally, we would not condone such an event, were it even to exist. You'll find the locals outside of Temple Court to be a motley crew, but they are harmless, mostly harmless. They are under our protection and no better than to mess on our red carpet. Obviously, any opinions they impart on our order or the secret world at large should be taken with a helping of salt. Still, in the interests of full transparency, I won't try to dissuade you from hearing dissenting opinions. Take Conrad Engel. Someone ought to. The man is a great diplomat, a mentor to me, and a close personal friend. Regrettably, he has been less diplomatic with his views on Templars policy. It earned him an extended sabbatical, which he seems determined to spend debating Nietzsche with a pint glass. An ever so Germanic funk. You must be single-minded, but I want you to arrive at that single-mindedness yourself. To a refined palate, propaganda leaves such a bad taste. I shall risk the assumption that you're not a skeptic. It will make explication easier on both of us. Someone I trusted dearly once told me, there are no monsters, only us. Advice to live by. But from here on in, you'll find things have a slight tendency towards complicated. Our world is a strange, dark place, and its strangeness is currently accelerating, to say nothing of the darkness. Every myth, every legend, every dirty limerick created to make sense of what is unknowable and unfair, it's all true, or at least sufficiently true to cause alarm. There are monsters. Fewer now, as over the centuries we Templars have done our bit to thin the numbers. But the reality you believed balances quite precariously over the reality you choose not to. You guard that balance now. I trust that you'll come to think of this opportunity as a blessing. A curse would be to have this awareness, yet do nothing. I'm courting accusations of bias here, but you have made the right choice by coming to us. The proper choice. The other societies are barely capable of governing themselves, let alone the world. What we possess above them is not measured in wealth, land, or resources. As if in some cosmic game of risk, it is conviction. Our mission is, as it always has been, the destruction of evil in all its forms. We have auditioned many methods for this mission, and speaking candidly, to different degrees of success. In our less celebratory moments, Templars have been accused of irrational zealotry, of blinkered intolerance, of fascism. Our line in decor doesn't do us any favors on the latter. I'm telling you this for the sake of background reading. Strive for purity of thought, and purity of action will follow. Impress this on your fellow Templars and on all others by example. I'll take your question, but you should appreciate this is a difficult topic within the establishment. The bad blood between our two societies is positively virulent. It goes far beyond some catty mid-Atlantic feud, even if the British have elevated holding grudges over the revolution to an Olympic sport. No, this is rooted in the 13th century, when Templars' empire was ascended from the Bosporus to the Orkney. Illuminati, already well versed in throwing any game they cannot possibly win, conspired to turn all the societies against us. How to express our most abject of defeats? We got served. The balance of power was swept from the table, never to be recovered. In the chaos, they wormed into the New World, and it would be impolitic to call them a peculiar American phenomenon, but I suppose I just did. The American dream, freed from the shackles of dignity and responsibility. Never forget what drives them. They dress Ivy League, but are the frat boys spiking Lady Liberty's drinks with Rohypnol at a wet t-shirt competition. They are ruin. To be blunt, little concrete information exists on the Dragon. They thrive on their own mystique. They are variously believed to be a fringe society of inscrutable Zen mystics, or a cell of dangerous anarchic extremists. It seems increasingly possible for them to be one and the same. Since we withdrew from the Kowloon in '97, the Dragon have gone unchallenged in the Far East, but their brand of quiet terrorism is spreading outwards, I suppose almost virally. When we attempted to trace their movements, find some insight or pattern, it produced only circles. Discounting them as a major threat to our plans may have been ill-advised. Certainly they have proved adept at undermining them, but I don't presume to make our strategy. I can only observe how the Dragon rush to fill the void left by our more public struggles. I say, fill the void. Though the curious thing is, they do nothing, as if the void itself was enough. I would prefer not to dignify the thieves and murderers of the Phoenician Navy with an introduction. Sadly, as chivalry endures, so too does piracy. There are mercenary sans frontiers, sans loyalties, even to the highest bidder. Wherever there is a claim to jump, you can rely on their tasteless gold-ringed fingers to be stained with either dirty money or blood. Over the past millennia, the Phoenicians have been allowed to perpetuate their larceny for two reasons. The one discussed in polite company is that we cannot dredge the 7 seas to track them down. The other, that their undeniable talent for dirty work is a valuable commodity among the more morally challenged members of the secret world. We, of course, do not make deals with grave robbers, particularly ones who are still tiresomely sore over the fracas at Carthage. All things considered, they got off lightly with a spot of earth sorting. The regulating body of the secret world convenes in ancient Venice. You might think this would make diplomatic duty an easy sell. I assure you from experience, the charm quickly fades. All societies have representatives on the council, arguing cases and contributing to the air of ritual theatrics. The masks are the votes, or the votes are the masks. I forget now. Normally I would applaud resistance to going digital, but Venice's backlog stretches to the Bronze Age. You see, at the time of its formation, the council was small and the secret world simpler to conceal. But our modern lives have proved much less forgiving of the scientifically impossible. In attempts to compensate, Venice have introduced more and more layers of middle management. The net effect is that nothing brought before the council is ever decided. Their only real achievement is in preventing all-out war between the societies. For that, we are grateful.
Okay. We managed to get through all of that without crashing.
What can I do for you? Ask questions first, shoot later.
Choice.